Let me invite you to Bohema tournament. It is a Longsword tournament held in Prague in September. We have huge international participation with people from more than 20 countries. And when you come, you will not only meet them, but also fight many of them, at least 10. We are trying to provide the best experience possible. We even have a pool party after the fights. So, see you in Prague, on Bohema Afterblow.
When I met Alexander in Prague last year, there was this idea of organizing a longsword tournament primarily aimed at people who haven't really done a big international tournament before. And I was kind of into that. So we started talking about when it could take place, what sort of rule set we would like, some other things about what would set this event apart from other things. So the event is here. It's the second day now, mostly sparring. As you can see, I'm looking a little bit worse for wear. And yesterday, some guys from my club participated in the tournament. One of them made it to top 8 very beautifully. The rest just had a good time, and their goal was mainly to get that first tournament experience in. So, and I think for them this mission was a success, because this event does things slightly differently. There's a different pool roster, 2 rounds of pools. So you get like 8, 7, sometimes 9 pool fights, and then for sure an elimination fight as well. So you get a bunch of fights, almost as much as if you normally would advance to the finals. So a lot of worth for your travel time invested in this, and they had a good time with that. For the rest, it's also really well organized. So we get professional staff, everything's organized, the event got sponsors to make sure it was affordable. So size really does matter if you want to build a good event, and that certainly is here. It's different from your average local longsword tournament. There's a lot of people with different styles. You have to calibrate the amount of force you put into fights a lot at first. And for some people, this is easier than others. But overall, I think it's a pretty good success. I really enjoyed this. And, you know, with time, the organization and the participants will learn and will get even better. So I had a good time.
Yeah, it's my first time in Prague, and I'm really enjoying the tournament. I came here with my teammates Colin and Stephen. It's a lot of fun. It's driving great fun. Learning a lot. I wasn't in the tournament yesterday. I'm only here for the sparring today. My teammates did really well. Colin was in the top 16. And you were 24th overall, which is really good. It's a really professional atmosphere. It's a tough tournament, definitely, but I think the lads were fairly safe throughout the fights. I'm looking forward to sparring today. There's a lot of really good fencers here, so I really look forward to learning from them and getting my ass kicked, which is half the fun.
Well, you can try to kick my ass. I will try the same.
Gladly. I'll try my best.
We came as a team of 5 fencers. It was first international HEMA event for most of us. It was the second event for Ilya. Most of us trained for like 2.5 years, on and off. A very fun, positive atmosphere, positive event. And all of us had a great time. Really, the organization, the people, the atmosphere, the fights. 10 out of 10, really. We'll come again, absolutely.
I did 14 fights in total, from the pools to the finals. There was significant differences in the level of fencers throughout the competition. I think obviously it was more mixed in the pools, but I enjoyed fencing every single one because every single person had a little bit of a different style, and you really needed to adjust. Somebody would like more stabbing, somebody liked more grappling, and it was a really fun challenge to try and figure out the person and what works against them.
I made it to the second round of elimination in my first tournament, which I'm quite happy with. I like it here. Great event. My clubmate came with me. He gave me a 5 weeks notice and said, "Hey, Marco, there's a tournament in Prague. Would you like to go?" We have a good mix here. We have quite advanced fencers who made it to the finals, where the fencing got quite intense and really good, high quality. In the pools, it was really mixed. Most of us were at a between beginner and intermediate level, which I think it's really good for a beginner tournament to fence against these people, to get experience and to learn from them and with them.
Got until the round of 8 and then had a close fight against the guy that got third. He has like a difficult Czechian name for me. A lot of fun fights. In hindsight, I always want to do better. It's kind of like competitiveness. Yeah. From what I noticed, it was very mixed. I had a few people where it was like, I didn't find it quite difficult. They just really struggle. I'm mainly long distance fighter and they didn't really have a solution to that. But a few people were really good at just closing the distance and just zwaarkoptering through me. So I had to deal with that. I do have a few clubmates and other Dutch people who felt like the intensity of some people was a bit too much. We had one guy, Nordic, who like got waffled like 3 times and fell over 2 times. So it was a bit. I would have liked to have seen more warnings for intensity at this tournament.
I got to win a couple of fights and didn't get past the first elimination, but that leaves improvement for next time. A little bit more aggressive than I expected, but that is also quite common with beginner tournaments. But I really enjoyed it. I really like the concept of having a tournament dedicated to more beginners. So hoping to go back and talk about it to my club and encourage more people to join next year.
See you in Prague on Bohema Afterblow.